viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary series. So, okay, Utter End gets rid of Evolutionary Leap, which I was about to say is, marks this deck as an Aristocrats type deck. He's running black and green, so he probably has Nantuko Husk as well, but Evolutionary Leap in a Golgari colored Aristocrats deck allows you to have more options. Read the Bones. He has 3 Elvish Visionaries in play. That's highly unusual. The other guy, it looks like he's running straight Mardu colors. The elves go in for 3 damage. And Outpost Siege. Choosing Khans. And Evolutionary Leap. Attack all in. Three more damage, takes him down to 14. And now if he feels like it, he can Evolutionary Leap his Visionaries at any time. Okay, Outpost Siege reveals Sorin, Solemn Visitor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, so he could play Sorin and still have mana to play something. He has 5 cards in his hand. Okay, so he does play Sorin. Makes the Vampire token. Follows it up with a Soulfire Grandmaster. And he responds with an Evolutionary Leap. Reveals a Fleshbag Marauder. Reveal a creature card, put that card into your hand and the rest on the bottom. So no point in attacking first. Well, he could play the Fleshbag. Ruinous Path to kill Sorin. Never mind. Throws down the Fleshbag. Sacrifices Elvish Visionary, and he sacrifices the Vampire token. No attack because it would be pointless. Outpost Siege reveals Bloodstained Mire, which he plays. Activates Soulfire Grandmaster. What's he got? Fiery Impulse? Wild Slash? Or Crackling Doom? Oh, Mardu Charm. And he puts the 2/1/1 warrior tokens into play. That's good enough to defeat an attack by those two creatures. And he has the Mardu Charm back in his hand, so... Mardu Charm isn't the best, but it's not bad. I can do some pretty good stuff for him. Five mana. What's he gonna do? 6 mana, Green Warden of Marasa. So he gets to bring one of the cards from his graveyard back to his hand. He chooses Ruinous Path. I was thinking it's either Ruinous Path or Read the Bones. But Green Warden is a really good card for him right now because the Mardu deck has nothing on the field that can deal with a 5/4. He's attacking with the Flesh Bag, which gets blocked by a warrior token and dies. I don't know why he just did that. He didn't have a green mana open so that he could sacrifice it in response. Okay, activating Soulfire Grandmaster again. Plays Transgress the Mind. 6 cards in hand. Okay, gets rid of Ruinous Path. That leaves him with Sidisi Undead Vizier, Palace Siege, Crux of Fate, Palace Siege, and Erebos' Titan. So he has quite the hand. And considering the Mardu deck hasn't really played a whole lot, I think I'd throw down Palace Siege right now. Chooses not to attack. Well, theoretically, the Mardu deck could have quite a number of one-cost burn spells to finish off a Green Warden. Plays Crux of Fate. Clears the board. Is he going to exile the Green Warden? Yes, he is. And he's going to grab Crux of Fate again. I have to admit, I'm surprised. I would have attacked in if I was planning on doing the Crux of Fate anyway. That way you could possibly draw out a card from him. You know, one less Fiery Impulse or Wild Slash would be worth it, because the end result would be the same. Well, you wouldn't be able to get the Crux of Fate back with Green Warden, but it'd be a trade-off. But that's the thing, you could play Palace Siege and get the Green Warden back. Okay, Sidisi goes into the exile zone. From another Transgress the Mind. Crux of Fate, Merciless Executioner now, and double Palace Siege Erebos' Titan. Seeker's sitting out here all alone. Merciless Executioner could kill him. And then With his ability on stack, he could sacrifice him to Evolutionary Leap. 4 mana, get rid of his creature, and let you search up another one. Or he plays Palace Siege. Choosing dragons. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Now, with the way his deck is built, depending on the situation, both choices are relevant. It's not always true with the other sieges. His deck puts a lot of his creatures in his graveyard, so the Khan's choice is really good. And then just being able to cause your opponents to lose life and you gain life is always relevant. So throws down Mardu Charm to get 2 more 1/1 tokens. 4 damage to target creature, or you get to Duress. And Crater's Claws for 4. And it'll be 6 because Seeker just went up to 4 power. Takes him down to 14. Seeker will go in for 4. He'll gain 4. And he'll turn the life totals around to 1710. Okay, Palace Siege makes it 1512. And he plays Crux of Fate to clear the board. Outpost Siege reveals a land, he plays it, and goes up to 16. This is actually becoming quite interesting. I don't exactly know what the Mardu deck has to do. The Aristocrats deck is easy. You know, once you've seen an Aristocrats deck, you've basically seen all of them, because the strategy is exactly the same. Though this one has a few more options. So he plays Seeker and then dashes Kolagon the Storm's Fury. Kolagon goes in for 5. No response. He takes the 5, goes down to 7. He's in a bit of trouble here. Palace Siege makes it 14-9. Throws down Merciless Executioner. And sacks the Executioner with his ability on stack. Gives him an Elvish Visionary. Seeker dies. He plays Elvish Visionary. Now he will have to pain for a green if he wants to leap with the Elvish Visionary. But he's in pretty dangerous waters right now. Outpost Siege reveals another land, which he plays. Kolagon can deal 5 damage, pretty much guaranteed. Ooh, Thunderbreak Regent. And he can still dash Kolagon, which he does. Kolagon will get through for 5. we'll take him down to 4. Palace Siege will put him back up to 6. But he doesn't have anything that can block flying. And he really can't afford to target the Thunderbreak Regent directly. Okay, he leaps with the Visionary, finds Green Warden of Marasa, which isn't really that helpful right now. Anything that he could get back from his graveyard he wouldn't be able to play. He's got 6 cards in hand, but he concedes. I have to say, that was a pretty interesting match. At first, I honestly thought that the Aristocrats deck was going to win. Because the Mardu deck, it just didn't look like he was doing anything proactive. It looked like all he was doing is reacting. But in the end, dragons from out of nowhere win the game. So that was Mardu Midrange, I think. And the other one is the green-black Aristocrats deck. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I'll see you in the next video.